Oh yeah. I forgot he's got 4 X Factors.
Oh shit. That'll be fun.
He's got a double me on Adam Thielen. I've got Fearmonger on Kenny Willett. He's got Fearmonger on Daniel.
Great.
Huzzah, huzzah. Granted, he's only got 1 superstar, and I've got 3, so... Woo! Even match up.
Here we go. I searched your channel name, and for some reason there's an Indian sports channel. It's the same or similar name. So I pulled up a bunch of cricket videos.
Don't tell anybody, it's my secret.
That's true. The cricket guys.
That, the school, people, I don't want to hear people say that I can't mind my own business. So I see a bunch of my friends on here posting about how happy they are in their relationships and all this stuff, and you turn around, see them on Tinder talking about how bored they are with their significant other, and they're looking for something better, and
oh my god.
Every now and again I'll swipe right on them just to let them know that I see them.
Are you still with that girl?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, no, she started being extremely manipulative and trying to tell me who I could and could not be with. So I told her, we had a big benefit for my dad. His situation. We had a big benefit for him a couple weeks ago. And she wanted to make a scene there. I told her to go home. She said, well, if I leave, I'm not coming back. I said, bye.
You don't need me. Stop that. That's fucking stupid. Fuck that. I'm trying to tune her in. I'm just getting there. I can hear God.
I doubt there's any audio to see, but
yeah, I can hear the music in the background. So I can hear you and me talking.
I wonder if he's watching, because I'm curious to see if he joins in right about now, because there was just a second user pop up on my view. So, let's see.
Is there a way to see who's viewing on YouTube?
Not that I know of.
I got you. I know there's a way to do it on Twitch, I don't know how to do it. Subscribe so I can come back to it. To YouTube.
Okay, I figured it out. There is a way to see who's watching. Ooh.
I'm about to come back in and you should see the move out there. it's still got the... Oh, wait, no, it's working.
Sign in. Come on, YouTube.
I don't remember the music being really good. I haven't turned it off on mine.
I've got all the copyrighted music turned off on mine.
Oh, gotcha. Starts, I'll come back.
Yeah, oh, well, here he is.
Oh, God damn it.
Ooh.
Oh, damn it. No.
Okay, this is nobody's watching, so I don't know what that is about.
I'm on it, but I'm getting there. It's a little globe thing with the little triangles in it.
Yeah. Wow, Jacoby Brissett's been horrible for him. 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. I can't say much because Kyler Murray has 9 touchdowns.
As this crowd rolled into US Bank Stadium,
I've
they were
also
bundled
just
up,
recently
jackets and scarves, downright
figured out
cold outside
a
on
way
this
to
November
use him
evening.
that helps
But
me.
all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis,
Oh, yeah, I saw
Minnesota.
the message about you.
Nothing
finally
like
letting
the
you
fanfare of
forgot those
introductions to an
I
NFL
took
game, and that was in
Jawan's
evidence
advice
a
to
moment
heart,
ago.
and it's really
Fireworks,
helped.
pyrotechnics, you name it.
It's
This
part of
crowd
what
is
got
ready as their guys get set to match
it's
up
probably
between the Arizona
a lot of
Cardinals
what
and
got
the
me
Minnesota
into a good
Vikings.
position
This
versus
will
the
be taken to the back of the
Seahawks.
end zone.
Yeah.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there.
And I've also
positive to that.
I've also really started switching up my coverages.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
escape, and he goes down.
I don't even have to use him and get sacked. That's how I love
We
that.
talked with them prior to the game. They said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
Yeah, I went head-to-head with
He was
this dude
called on 3
yesterday.
times in the win last week as his first one years away. Taking it about the 36. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Check three. Watch the shift.
First carry for James Conner. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And
also putting a bigger receiver.
25-yard line.
A
Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Hakeem Butler has been invaluable. I honestly don't know why I haven't played him more earlier.
Is he taller than you?
Yeah, he's 6'4", 220-some-odd pounds.
They'll run the option right here on 1st down. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Looking
nice
at it, I
gains.
mean,
That
I
one for
really
14
missed
yards and another
for a
first.
couple of years.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they
I
called
mean,
the field
I only
general.
rushed for, I think, 12 yards with Kyler Murray the first couple of games. And, I mean, I just got that on my first read option of the game here just
He's
now.
got the hook up to Moore. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down, being chased out left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in.
All right, there we go. Touchdown.
Cardinals.
Yep, strength came on
A
just in
great
time.
effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are
Now that
able
I've got
to
Kenyon
strike
Drake, I've got a
first here
really
on their
good
opening
three-back
drive.
set. James Conner, Kenyon Drake, and I drafted a guy, McCray, Greg McCray. He's been a good 3rd back. He's really fast, so he bounces
This one is the fair
throughout.
catch is signaled for and taken.
I've got a pretty solid 3-headed monster in my backfield, too. Shuba's not good, but his acceleration and speed's crazy.
Well, Connor is really good, under center back, and Kenyon Drake's a really good dual threat.
Here are the Vikings
running
now
and
to start their
receiving.
next drive.
Gray is
And the
just
last drive, the first
stupid
drive for
fast,
them, not
so
very
he's
good.
just a
3 and
threat.
out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. We'll find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands.
Yeah, I forgot
and maybe the
about
offense
that.
move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or
I
the
forgot
right
the
play.
defense from
That too.
Yeah. That actually came from Madden 18. We, oh God, he put Josh Dobbs in.
On first down,
How
down to
desperate
throw.
are you?
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Oh, unless I hurt what's his name, because
he's going to be stopped in his
I forgot
at the line of
that
scrimmage.
he traded away Jake Fromm.
Give the tackle to Hassan
That's
Reddick.
right. I guess they got their trade right there. I know they haven't helped with it.
Throwing on second down. Dobbs.
I reckon.
And a big loss here as he's
Coughlin got
taken
him again.
down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same.
Hell yeah.
No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
This is going to backfire. I'm out, and that's going to backfire.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And
that was a good call. Phillips got him again.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive
I mean, you're watching. You see I'm not.
That puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play.
I also realized that 400-pound right tackle I've got all well and good.
Right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
All he's going to really be good for is a goal line set because he cannot get to his blocks for anything.
There's a whole lot of men to be moving.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, that's about it for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's not who I wanted in
First
there.
carry for Chase Edmonds.
Oh, and he's gone.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown.
I meant to put McCray in, but I put
Cardinals
Chase Edmonds in. He still broke off a long touchdown.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Oh, and these guys were... Oh, I made sure I turned off my mic for the stream so people can't hear what I have to say so I can say the main
after the
things
touchdown,
again.
Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, really? I could hear it when I was listening.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And
I should probably still say, I should probably still talk shit about Minnesota. So that if he says something about Ruffy at the stream type, you wouldn't know.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty
I think
important
it's a pretty good strategy.
It certainly does, and a lot of teams sprint plays. We know that, right? They
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
he just
I'm
can't
filing
block.
away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some
Just
space.
run a draw, please.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got room to run past the 20. And Diggs has it. As he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he
I
gets
had 5
it away.
sacks in the first quarter. If this is not a poster game for why we need pass pro put up, then I don't know what it is.
Set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes.
That'll be one to watch.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. Whoa.
Ouch.
He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now we're
rush coming, and he's taken
DJ
down.
Swearinger got him.
DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. To try again after the sack. Brissett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, yeah. He made a play
and
there.
all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It also doesn't speak well for him
big
that
play there for Minnesota.
he is he's 2 for 2. He's only got 2 passes off.
In a double coverage, and it's
Yeah,
intercepted.
he's 3 for 3 now.
Picked
Just
off by the linebacker Jordan
pick
Hicks.
6 or pick
And a
anyway.
great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Got him.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the turnover, here's Murray.
Oh, you got to be that. Should have been
On
intercepted.
what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Oh, yep. Right off the helmet.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone.
Kyler Murray.
Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
Move and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
When do you think I should probably start pulling my starters out?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
That is bad. I just looked at how much time is left. Because I'm beginning to wonder what would be more disrespectful, to sub out my starters now or to actually play it out a little bit.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down, looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Is there another interception? Oh, my.
You did.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing interceptions. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
I was trying to, because I don't want to go on
right now.
as a kid.
If you score here, I'd pull him.
Yeah.
On first and 10. Here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's
God,
knocked
Kyler
away
Murray's
and
going to have a
incomplete.
game where he only
Didn't
gets
have a
3 of
receiver up
5.
and downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he'll take this one in.
He is going to have 2 rushing touchdowns, though.
Kyler Murray on
Yeah,
his way
dude.
to a monster game. 3
Yeah, I just
first
saw
half
it.
touchdowns.
Oh, man.
As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott now to
I
add
need
the
to run
extra
more
point.
options. I don't do that very often.
And the route is on here in this first half.
That yardage total.
Now after the touchdown,
Oh,
here's
well, I
Elliott
couldn't
on
see
to
it.
kick it away.
203 to 36.
Oh.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're
Poor
giving up
buddy.
yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and
Oh,
10
my
at the
God.
41-yard line. To throw is Brissett. Eluding the pressure.
Oh, no. Who got him that time?
He's taken down.
Oh, it was Willis again.
Offensively there.
I got to pull
Throw
Willis.
another.
No, he got sacked again.
Oh.
All right. Zarek Cooper, you're going in. Chase Edmonds, you're becoming the lead back. Let's see. Justin Jackson, you're doing that. And then Kenny Willix, we're putting Zach Allen in for you. You've hurt him enough.
I have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
You've done
that's more
quite
than any
enough, young
quarterback
man.
should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a pass home
Stop,
in
he's already
downfield. A game
dead.
of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spot right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
I also really
And he is
don't.
going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when the
It'll be
slaughter's
a
already
loss of
done.
1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Whew. I just hope he doesn't say something about me pulling out.
Escaping the
Uh-oh.
pressure right.
Oh, no.
Can't find anywhere to
Zach
go
Allen
with it,
got him.
And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely
I'm literally
extraordinary.
right
Let's
now
just
only
face it.
switching between
This
cover
offensive
2
line
and
flat out cannot handle this pass
cover
rush.
2,
It's been
cover 1,
demonstrated
and
time and time
cover
again.
4.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards.
Pretty good
Now it's
rotation.
3rd and 18. They
I
need
don't
something
switch
big.
between 3, 4, and 6.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first
I
half.
wouldn't either,
No, not at
fans.
all. And I
Trust me.
understand
I
why
wouldn't.
they've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on
It
the
is
scoreboard.
not fair that y'all paid money to see this happen.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
So my backups are officially in with 7:45 left to go in the second quarter.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on
I swear
all
it's going to get to a
cylinders. They seem
point where I've got a
scoring
near
it
ball
well right now,
and scoring.
and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I mean, I really hope this is him. Like,
On second down, this is Edmonds.
because if this is the same guy that said he went undefeated in the league,
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of
I
him
feel bad
first.
for that other league.
I got you.
All right, we're running an underneath crosser on third down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Oh, yeah, I went ahead and
36
turned
now,
on.
first and 10.
Good shit. Oh, my God, it's even halftime.
They run on first down with Jackson.
Dude, it's not even the 2-minute
A
warning.
solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now.
Oh, you were in that gap, too.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
How do you just go down on runs? I forget.
I know if you're a quarterback, you let go of sprint.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6.
Oof.
And he'll
Touchdown.
take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Now, granted, on that play, it was a play action. I just threw it out with the flat, took the fullback.
As his guys continue to pour it on. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days?
I am not trying to pad the stats, let it be known, or
they
don't feel it really.
pass plays all the time. Yeah, Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of
Because I feel it coming.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And a route is on here in this first half.
Oh, this would be the one that everybody in the league
Now after the touchdown, here's
to
Elliott on to kick it away.
I'm sorry, whoever's watching.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
True.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion. separation, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hoping for a game that's going to get my blood pressure up before bedtime.
To throw again on second down. Brissett, and Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch him come back in the second half.
It just starts dotting you up.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The improvisation
at this point,
gets him
I don't
only
want
a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Oh my God, it's not doing the stick at the
Brissett to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still
I'm
a
just pulling
long
back
way to
deep
go in
with
this
Deontay
football
Thompson
game.
and let my defense just work. Just do your thing.
Seems like they're pretty good.
Another try after the first down sack.
They seem to be doing that's fine without me.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Check 37, check 37.
Here's Brissett going deep for Diggs.
Oh no, he got me on that
25.
I stayed in my
He's going to
space
get
too
this
long.
one down to the edge of the red zone. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, he was
So we've
right
reached
now.
halftime here in what is quickly turning into
ball.
quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando,
I don't want the ball.
Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
Kick it
report.
onside. Do
Coach.
something. This isn't playing.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
We got somebody coming in the party.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I think it's Minnesota.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh yeah, it's Minnesota.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I guess he's still waiting,
They run
or
with
my
Jackson out of the
connection's
gun.
taking a second to
Making the stop there, Daniil
catch
Hunter.
up to him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Brissett on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oof. Packers lost 37-8.
First down, Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack.
That's it.
And guess what
he played like
forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cooper, open man, completes it to Butler. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there. 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Oh, shit, bro.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Brissett going deep for Diggs. And that lined up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being...
And this is caught at the 20.
Good play.
Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse.
I would,
yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. It's going to be a thrower. Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 29-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
2nd and 13. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On third, here's an option play right. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it'll bring up third down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Tackle.
From the gun, here's Brissett. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Edmonds. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Yo.
On the run is Counter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Second and 14. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, this is Jackson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
And they take a knee.
Double time. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Good game, man. You're going to get better.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for